All right, we going back to the Rutherford. After the famous gold foil experiment, Rutherford rose to fame credited to his atomic structure that advanced the atomic theory tremendously. However, he still didn't know what was in the nucleus exactly. He just knew that there's a dense mass with a positive charge in the nucleus, but don't know what it is. Okay, and so now later, the gold foil experiment happened in 1909, I think. If you go back and look at that, I think it's about 1909. And a couple years later, we have the young Danish physicist traveled to England to study under Rutherford. His name is Niels Bohr. Travel right there from Denmark, go to study with Rutherford, and Niels Bohr also interested in a mathematical model set by the two German physicists, Albert Einstein and Max Planck. I'm sure you guys know Albert Einstein. Max Planck, he's the father of wave. We'll learn about him later. Probably, I think it's next chapter. We have a lot of the Max Planck. Right? We even have the equation for him. So. By the way, these two, I think, is currently in United States because 1911. This is during the World War One, I think, 1913, around that. So anyway, so they are in the United States. So and Rutherford model and using mathematical model allows him to predict the most likely position of electrons, right? And he came up with what you are probably familiar with the most. We call it a planetary model. This is in 1913, 2 years later after he met Rutherford. Okay, this model represents the electron orbits around a small central nucleus. Like so, the nucleus act like the sun, and electron just orbit around it like a planet. Okay, and each orbit, or we call energy level. We have energy level 1, level 2, 3, and so on. Okay, each orbit has a specific energy, and as well as the specific number of electrons. For example, like in level 1, so there are 2 electrons. Level 2 can have up to 8. Next level, so 18 electrons, and so on. We'll talk about this the electrons later. The only downside of the planetary model is Niels Bohr doesn't know where electrons exactly are. He couldn't pinpoint like where exactly electrons are. He just knew that it's orbit around nucleus, but that's all he knows. Right? But his model is really, really close to reality. Okay, and all right, let's take a look at the next video. I've got a surprise for you.